QR code on your seat or visit UConnHuskies.com/parking to learn more. UConn fans, get your game face on the video board with Fox Sports 97.9 Hartford Post-Up by scanning the QR code. Fans, scan the QR code on your seat for special offers, roster cards, trivia, and more. Husky Mania Fan Shop, the official fan shop of UConn Athletics. They've got the perfect selection of official Husky gear for fans of all ages and ages. Support UConn Athletics and student athletes by scanning your QR code to visit our digital storefront. Today, the Big East and its member institutions honor the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., championing the pursuit of equity and justice for all. His enduring words remind us life's most persistent and urgent question is, what do you do for others? So for his vision forward, we stand.
for the Tommy Fund for Childhood Cancer. You see, last February, Carter unfortunately was diagnosed with Huskies lymphoma. He's here today as our honorary quick captain, so that he knows that he does not fight alone. He fights with all of UConn Nation behind him, so he can keep enjoying his Legos, he can keep enjoying Pokemon, and he can keep coming out with his family to UConn games. UConn Nation on your feet, and make some noise for today's honorary quick captain, Now, fans, at this time, our friends at UConn Health remind you to make their doctors your doctors and invite you to join along with UConn band and cheer for a little fight out of Connecticut as we talk about the 5 greatest letters in college basketball.
Let's go, UConn! Come on, Huskies! Let's go, Huskies! Come on, dogs! Let's go, Huskies!
It's game day in the basketball capital of the world.
Michael Jordan's of college basketball, 6-0 in national championship. Tradition, family, commitment, intensity, unstoppable, dynasty. You can't tell college basketball story without telling justice. So many great players have come through our program, and we pride ourselves on being winners. There's just something about Connecticut and basketball. Team, family, guys having each other's back, selfless plays, night in and night out. We do it the right way.
of blood, 6 national championships over 25-year period.
I am a champion. Champion. 6 national championships. Welcome to the basketball capital of the world.
Fans, welcome to today's game presented by Visit Central Florida, featuring the Creighton Bluejays and your University of Connecticut Huskies. Please join us in honoring America with the singing of our national anthem performed today by Nina and Sheila Laverty.
lose a lot. They have that unbeaten streak going now. But Creighton, all of a sudden, guys are starting to step in, come off the bench, play well, and that two-headed monster with Ashworth and Kalkbrenner, you can't ignore them.
Speaking of Stephen Ashworth, our player to watch, presented by Geico. He plays so many minutes. Switch and save, get more with Geico.
But I think the thing about Stephen Ashworth that a lot of people don't understand is he's more than just a shooter, and he's been thrust into that position. You know, you lose some guys, the Shiremans, the Alexanders, who handled the ball a lot last year, and now he goes from the fourth guy maybe on the totem pole to probably the first. So he has to do a little bit of everything. But that two-man game with Kalkbrenner from the top is so dangerous.
We saw it over and over again in their last game against Providence. Rim run after rim run. A huge opportunity for Creighton to bolster its NCAA tournament resume. The Blue Jays and the Huskies to start our college basketball day. Minutes a game for Creighton. Jemiah Neal, the only guy who started every game so far for Creighton. UConn getting closer to having Liam McNeely back with that high ankle sprain. Not quite yet, says Dan Hurley. And so the starting five, there you see for UConn. Greg McDermott has had a marvelous career against Connecticut to this point, although in the NCAA tournament when Dan Hurley was at Rhode Island, the Rams bounced his Blue Jays in Sacramento 8 years ago. And for Dan Hurley in season number 7, he's lost 6 times at Gamble as he is hamming it up with official Matt Potter.
Don't fall for it, Matt.
The calm before the storm. That's a good way to put it. It'll be interesting, though, to see this game and how it's officiated. You know, UConn is a really tough customer. So is Creighton in its own way, but Kalkbrenner very rarely fouls down there, though he dissuades shots. UConn and Creighton, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, but, you know, for UConn, it's energy early. Obviously, it's not going to take a lot to get it out of this building, but making those simple plays, the correct plays early is very important for them in their continuity.
There's Asante-Yara turning the corner. He's got the opening 2.
Stress-free, start the game, get a layup. Kalkbrenner not involved. Maybe they found something, and for Creighton, it has to be communication. It's very loud in this building. You got to talk.
There's a three for Ashworth. That's no good. Kalkbrenner clears the rebound and puts it in on the doorstep.
Kalkbrenner has done listen, he's been in school now 5 years, we get it, but he continues to develop going straight to the rim when that ball goes up. And the thing he does really well, Jason, is he watches the ball. He doesn't turn his head and run to the rim. He watches it leave his teammate's hand and chases it down.
How about Caravan flaring to the corner, and that gets blocked over deep in that corner. And Jason Green flying by, so UConn will keep it. I mean, talking to Greg McDermott about Kalkbrenner before the game, he said, look, freshman year, I don't know if you remember, we could play him like 2 minutes in a stretch, and then he's done. His stamina has gotten so much better for them. Stewart poking down the lane. He left it short, got the shot he wanted, though, and here comes Neal.
Still think when you drive, you're always aware, curious to where Kalkbrenner is on the floor.
Such a presence. Ashworth floats it up and misses. Rebound, Diarra. How much will UConn run? Stewart wide open. Left it short for three, and the rebound for Ashworth. UConn top 50 in the country three-point percentage, 37%. Their three-point defense has not been very good. Challenge there by Jackson McAndrew, and he misses.
Well, UConn shares the ball really well. One of the best at sharing the ball in all of the country. So you're going to get good opportunities for three-pointers.
19 assists per game, fourth in the country. How about that? Johnson dragging Kalkbrenner to the box for two. How many threes will Creighton be able to take today? UConn doesn't give up a huge volume, but the percentage is massive. Green had a second shot at a three in the possession, and he missed that one. He didn't take the first one.
Now, the other question that you have if you are Creighton is, who's the third guy?
Yes.
Do you have to wait for Isaac Trout to come off the bench? Is it Mike Miller? That third piece they've had for years now. They just are searching for that this season.
Solo ball rattles in a three. His 48th of the year. He's been outstanding.
Yeah, scouts are all over this kid. They really love his ability to find shots, but he's just so athletic. He can get to his spots.
How about them blitzing Ashworth? He gets it down low, and that is going to be a charge against Green.
What a wonderful take by Jalen Stewart, aware, stepping up. That gets the crowd into it as much as a three-point shooter, but watch the drag here. This is just a wonderful job. Green gets beaten, and now Kalkbrenner's in no man's land. You don't see him there a lot. He either comes to block or he backs up, and then, you know, as soon as you make a couple of layups, that basket becomes a hula hoop, not just to an individual, but to an entire team, and Solo Ball does what he does best.
Caravan, by the way, nearly stepped out of bounds on that first look over in the corner. It's very thin over there. Ball again. He is feeling it, and that is trouble for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, too much airspace right now. Creighton is giving Caravan, even Stewart and Ball, just too much room to move.
This place has erupted on an 8-0 run for Connecticut. It all started with the national anthem, which electrified the building too for Neal. 10-4, but it was a duo that just crushed the anthem, and you could feel this place bubble over.
You could almost see the body language of the Creighton bench change when they heard the anthem and then heard the crowd immediately after.
Who would have known that harmony would create such energy in a building as Diarra scores? UConn feels unstoppable right now.
And the best way to challenge a shot blocker is to attack him. Can't be afraid of it. You have to be deliberate.
Jemiah Neal, a big one for Creighton's Blue Jays. He's got 5.
I would say the layup before that was just as big as that 3-2, JB, just because now it gets him some confidence and an understanding that, okay, maybe this is my day to be that next guy to help Kalkbrenner and obviously to help Ashworth.
After 3 years at Arizona State, there's Ashworth now trying to help and force it out of Diarra's hands. UConn so sophisticated offensively. Here's Caravan piercing the lane. He missed. Ashworth and Neal. Stephen Ashworth, who played 38 minutes at Butler, even though he gave up his lunch minutes before the game. Kalkbrenner got hog-tied, and we will say tie-up. Creighton basketball when we come back, but 6 early for Solo ball.
Yeah, and nothing individual about this. Solo, Solomon knocking it down. UConn sharing the ball. Gamble Pavilion is electric. Don't go anywhere, folks.